This is Tom Dahl with the DTS Work From Home blog, and today I want to talk to you about the ACN scam. That's right, ACN, that company who's out there scamming everybody, taking advantage, mistreating people. Let's get down to the truth about the matter regarding ACN. Now, ACN stands for the American Communications Network. They don't go by that name any longer. However, they did when they first started in 1993. So they've been in business for 24 years. I believe they're in 21 countries around the globe. They make about $800 million a year, and they're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. So that ought to tell you right off the bat, if you just go by facts, ACN is not a scam. Never has been. That doesn't mean some ACN representatives may not have mistreated individuals, which I think is a likely, supposition. But that doesn't mean the company ACN is trying to scam or take advantage of anyone. In fact, ACN is very clear in their terms and conditions on how they expect their independent business owners to operate. But that doesn't mean everyone operates in that way. And so I wanted to talk to you today about why some people think ACN is a scam and really explain why it's not. I guess I'll start off by saying you really have to determine right up front, who you're going to believe, who you're going to trust. And really, you probably should start off not trusting anyone, and that includes me, right? But you should do your own research. It's very easy to listen to someone's opinion. Someone can be very passionate about what they believe, but that doesn't mean that they can't be wrong and still passionate about it. So you really need to look at your facts. People assume ACN is a scam on some levels because they use network marketing as their business model. Network marketing, multi-level marketing, those terms tend to make people defensive, and they throw up red flags for people. One, people think that if a company uses network marketing, it's a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme, something like that, which it's not. If you will do the search yourself, look at the information, every state highly regulates companies that use network marketing and multi-level marketing. There are specific definitions of what those words mean. And then there also are specific definitions regarding what is a pyramid operation, what is a Ponzi scheme. And typically a pyramid scheme or Ponzi scheme is when an organization is simply paying people to join the organization, meaning, if I get you to join the organization, I get paid. And then that money goes up the pyramid to, whoever's at the top, which is highly illegal. It's regulated in every state, and it's regulated by the Federal Trade Commission. ACN's been in business for 24 years. If they were illegal, they would have already been shut down. In fact, the state of Montana, several years back, tried to prosecute ACN and prove that they were a pyramid scheme or Ponzi scam, whatever you want to call it. And they failed because the company ACN is a legitimate organization. They've been around a long time doing business. Now, some people, again, have been possibly mistreated by ACN representatives, meaning an ACN independent business owner told you, yeah, join my business, you're going to make $30,000 in 6 months. And then that didn't happen. And the individual obviously got mad, felt like they got ripped off. And now they have heartburn, with the company. Here's the deal. I'm an independent business owner. I don't work for ACN. My association with ACN is like a contract, right? But I own my own company. If I mistreat you as an independent business owner, that's a reflection on me, not a reflection on ACN. Now, if I worked for ACN, meaning I was one of their employees, and then I did something, mistreated an individual, that is probably, one, it's a reflection on the individual, but that can also be a reflection back to the organization, and the company can be held liable, right, for the actions of their employees. But I'm not an employee for ACN. And whatever business representative or business owner that you talk to, who may have tried to get you into this business at some point in the past, was not an ACN employee. They simply represented ACN on a contractual basis. They're an independent business owner. So we don't hold ACN accountable for the actions of people, that they may take outside of ACN. And again, ACN is very clear in their terms and conditions that you don't make claims of how much money someone can make to try and lure people into the business. That's not the way this thing is supposed to be done. But people have been burnt, right, one way or the other, and so they have some heartburn and they want to take it out on the company. I get that. But the problem is ACN is a really good organization. They've got really good services, really good products. And so, these people that maybe wanted a home business, wanted an online business, are missing out on a really good opportunity because their perspective is just so marred by the experiences they've had in the past. I mean, I've been involved in online businesses for over 20 years, involved with multiple companies, been through the same processes, had businesses that failed, that didn't make it, and you do get, kind of burnt out after a little bit after experiencing those things. But that's not a reason to take it out on the company and say there's a scam. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the application fee. It costs $499 to join ACN. Some say $500. It's $499. It doesn't matter if you're being, generic and vague saying $500, or you want to be specific and say $499. Honestly, the truth is it's psychological. I say $499 because $500 puts your brain at a different level. But at any rate, it's $499 to join the business, and people think, well, that's a scam. Why should it cost you $400 to join a business? Well, again, let's make some things clear. You're not becoming an employee of ACN. ACN is not employing you. If you're going to work for another organization, and you're going to be their employee, and they are employing you, meaning they're going to take out your taxes, they're going to pay your benefits, they're going to give you vacation and sick days, all that business, you shouldn't have to pay anything to go to work for that company. That would be illegal. However, it is not illegal to have to pay to start your own business. And in fact, every business in the world that's ever started, somebody's had to pay, right? And if you, statistically speaking, if you want to start a home business, you want to be, you want to cut the grass for other people and work out of your home, or you're going to bake cakes out of your home, or you're going to be a certified public accountant out of your home, whatever you're going to do, out a plumber or a contractor working out of your home. To start a home business today costs between $3,000 and $5,000. You don't start a home business for free. And if you want to go out and rent an office or a building out in your town and set up your business there, what we call a brick and mortar operation, that averages out to cost about $65,000 just to start. And if you want to go out and start a franchise like McDonald's or some other big name like that, now you're talking $250,000, $300,000 to start. All those businesses cost money. The bottom line is it takes money to make money. And there's the whole idea behind business is you offer a service or a product in exchange for payment, right? So you can run a little test, and sincerely, right? Depending on what time of year it is, but get your lawnmower and just go down the street in your neighborhood and start cutting everybody's grass. And don't talk to anyone. Don't ask anyone to pay you. Don't make an agreement in advance, and come back and please tell me how much money you made. You're not going to keep cutting grass, or if it's winter, maybe shoveling snow or whatever it is. You're not going to do it for free. No one does those things for free, right? We're in business to make money, and if there's no exchange of services and money, nothing's happening. So if you get a free business, what incentive is there for anyone to pay you for whatever it is that you're trying to offer when they can get the same thing free that you've got? There's no incentive. It just does not work that way. So this idea of the business should be free, or that I shouldn't have to pay anything to join a business, it's just it's not reality. It costs money to start a business. It's that adage again, it takes money to make money. So you got to be willing to spend some money to get started. And in the grand scheme of things, when you're looking at spending $5,000 to start your home business, or spending $65,000 to start your business, a brick and mortar somewhere in town, or you're going to spend $250,000 to start your McDonald's, to pay $499 to start a business is cheap. It's cheap. And the truth is, if you don't have $499, you're not in a position to start a home business. And I'm not trying to be harsh, but I am trying to be real. Right? There might be some other things you need to do first to get yourself in a position where you can start a business. And that might be go cut grass at $30 a yard. Go shovel some sidewalks, or a driveway. Have a garage sale, but do something to make the money, right? And then you can start. And then people are concerned with, well, what do they do with that money? Well, why does it matter? Once I pay the $499, that money belongs to ACN. What they do with it really doesn't matter. When you go to Walmart and you spend $150 on your groceries, you don't go, well, what's Walmart doing with my $150? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to you if that money goes to pay their employees. It doesn't matter if that money goes to pay for the groceries, that they had to buy. It doesn't matter if the money goes into their advertising budget. What they do with the money is their business. And when you look at ACN, again, they've been in business for 24 years. They have a large corporate office in North Carolina. There are ACN employees that they have to pay, right? They have brokered these contracts, with these organizations so that we can market their services and products. They provide, when you sign up with ACN and you become an independent business owner, I know there's at least 4 different websites that are created for you. You can't create 4 websites that do the things ACN websites do for $500. It's not going to happen. They have to have IT support supporting all these websites. They keep the online store updated. They have 24/7 customer service. All these things require money. So for you to pay $4.99 and then say, well, where's my money going and what's it being spent on, doesn't matter. Whether it goes to pay, some of it goes to pay the upline or the person that introduced you to the opportunity, that's perfectly acceptable, right? That's instead of, paying a television $1 million, right, for a 30-second ad, or placing an ad on the radio, or putting an ad in the newspaper, or putting an ad in the magazine. Instead of spending their money that way, they're saying, hey, if Tom, tells Joe about our services and Joe decides to use our services, you get a customer, you get paid. ACN is a customer acquisition company. We don't get paid because you decide to join the business. We get paid when you decide to use the services and the products that we have to offer. And then we get the question, well, how much money have you made? Well, again, there's a terms and conditions that we're not supposed to tell people what we've made. But I will tell you what's happened with me personally, because for me, this was a no-brainer. And that's really the kind of people I look for in these organizations. When you look at the business opportunity, you just know in your heart, hey, this is a great opportunity. These are great services, great products. People are going to use them, and I want to be involved, right? Well, when I got involved with ACN, I paid my $499, right? I signed up for electricity with our energy supplier. I saved 40% on my electricity. Now, that's not normal. Okay, that's probably not what's going to happen to you. But in my case, I had already gone with another electricity provider in 2008, and they had been bumping up my rate till I was paying over 11 cents per kilowatt hour for electricity, and I didn't know it. But I was paying 11 cents per kilowatt hour for electricity. So when I went with ACN, and then I got involved with their energy services, I immediately saved 40% on what I was paying per kilowatt hour. Now, here's another thing. I also installed new windows in my home. And there's a point to this. But, I was losing 60 to 80% of my energy through my windows and in my home. So I spent thousands of dollars, right, and to replace every window in my home to save electricity. And I say that because, one, to say I can't tell you exactly how much money I've saved in my electricity because of going with, ACN's energy services versus, hey, I installed new windows. It's really a combination of both. But I can tell you I saved 40% on my rate per kilowatt hour. And I was really saving about $100 a month in my electricity. But I think probably $40 of that is what I'm saving because of my electricity rate per kilowatt hour. So $40 a month I save in my electricity, which I think is attributable to ACN. Well, if I'm saving $40 a month, in 12 months, that's $480. I just about made my $500 back the first year. But I'm not saving that money just 1 year. I'm saving that money year after year. So in 10 years, I've saved $4,800, right, on my original $499 investment. You got to think, and I'm just saying you got to think of things that way. I'll tell you another thing. When I went with ACN and I switched my my internet service over, I was paying $135 a month for my internet service. I switched over to an ACN service and I got my internet for about $50 a month. So now I'm saving $85 a month on my internet service. So if you take the $85 a month I'm saving on my internet service, And then you add to it the $40 a month, right, that I'm saving on my electricity. Just between those two services, internet and electricity, I'm saving about $1,500 a year. $1,500 a year, 3 times what I paid to start. $85 a month, you can add it up yourself and do the math. But I'm talking $85 a month for my internet that I'm saving, another $40 a month I'm saving for my electricity. That's like $125 a month times 12 months is $1,500 a year. But again, that's just the first year. I'm going to save that same $1,500 the next year and the next year and the next year. So in 10 years, I've saved $15,000 for my $499 investment. And in 20 years, I've saved $30,000 for my $499 investment. So you're saying, and I haven't sold any services, at all at that point. Just from joining the organization, taking advantage of the services they offer, getting those savings, I've saved that kind of money. I can't say it's going to be the same for you because it may not be, and it probably won't be. But you might be paying a really high rate for your cell phone. You might be paying a really high rate for your internet and television. You may not, maybe you don't save any money with your electricity, but maybe you save a lot on your internet and your television. I don't know what the combination would be, but that's what you would have to check out. Now, can you save that money using ACN services without being an independent business owner? Yes, you can. If you just want to become my customer and see where you could save money, that's great. But by becoming an independent business owner and I'm able to offer those services, products to other people, I can make up to 10% commission on every one of those services and products that I sell. And in addition, all those services that I use at my home, I can get for free. So now what's the savings going to be? If I refer 10 people to electric, I get free electricity. Refer 10 people to gas, I get, free natural gas. Refer 5 people for a cell phone, and then my cell phone is now free. What is that kind of money going to look like for you? So again, it's your perspective. What do you think you're getting for the $499? You're getting a big corporation in North Carolina. You're getting 24/7 customer service. You're getting an IT organization that's setting up all these websites for you and taking care of it. You have a company that's already gone and brokered all these contracts with companies like Zoom Energy and AT&T and Sprint and Verizon, Vivint. Can you do that? Go out by yourself and try to do that. Just having that opportunity alone, that someone has already came and done that work for you in advance, and you get to join that opportunity for $499, really? You think there is a scam? I don't see it. Again, you have to look at the facts about the organization. You have to really think about what it is you're wanting to do, looking at it from different perspectives. What are you going to save by working through ACN? What other benefits can you derive if you're an independent business owner that's going to make it worth your $499 investment? For me, saving $30,000 across 20 years just on my internet and my phone, it was more than worth it. So I hope you can tell, and I don't want to drag this on, but just through conversation we've kind of had today, or just listening to me, really, right? But take a look at the facts before you believe anyone. And you can use me as an example. Again, what's happened to me is not going to happen to other people. Everyone's a little bit different. I can't promise you what you're going to save. I can't promise you what you're going to make. It all depends. I don't know what your bills are now. I don't know what you're paying. If you were to join the business, I don't know what kind of effort you would put into the business. We can't make those types of promises and claims. But I can tell you, for me personally, ACN has delivered everything they said they were going to deliver. I've more than made back on my $499 investment. In my mind, thinking about what it costs to start a home business, what it costs to start brick and mortar, to pay $499 to start an online business that works 24 hours a day, rain, hail, sleet, or snow. I can be on vacation. I can be doing whatever I want to do. This business is still going to run. ACN's not a scam. It's an awesome investment. It's an awesome business opportunity. Don't take my word for it. Do the research yourself. Find out for yourself. And if you decide at some point, you want to join the organization, come back and see me. You guys have a good afternoon, and I really want to thank you for your time.